Maine now has a new Lobster Chef of the Year. The title was handed out last week at Harvest on the Harbor, and you may remember we previewed the event all week long right here on Arc Maine.
Well, this morning we're sitting down with the chef who took home the winning prize. Joining us this morning is Thomas Barthelmes, the judge's choice for Maine Lobster Chef of the Year. Hey, congratulations. Thanks for coming on.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
First, how exciting is it to be the Maine Lobster Chef of the Year? I mean, this is the Stanley Cup, the Super Bowl, the World Series trophy, all in one.
All of lobster, right?
Yes.
It feels good. Feels great. This is my third time doing the event. It's always a ton of fun. Look forward to it every year that I've done it. So it feels good to take home the win finally.
Walk us through the event and the day, and of course your recipe and how you came up with it.
Sure. So we receive Maine Shucks lobster from John Hathaway of Shucks Lobster. Beautiful product just a couple days before. We have to create about 300 portions of this recipe, so quite a bit of work goes into it. Day of the event, we loaded in and we kind of set ourselves up for success where all the prep was done ahead of time, so we'd really be able to kind of schmooze and talk to people the day of. And then when the doors open, it's kind of go, go, go. It's serving 300 people and saying the same thing 300 times, but it's a lot of fun. The energy of the event is great, and there's a lot of great food.
Aside from winning the judge's choice, you were also the runner-up in the People's Choice. What was it like learning that?
Great. You know, I'm a competitive person, and my sous chef that's with us at the restaurant is also a very competitive person, so we were going for the sweep, but we will settle for the second place. The important thing is that people really like the dish, I think. Made people happy.
Yeah, tell us more about that dish. What exactly was involved here?
Yeah, it was a lobster custard. We call it a chawanmushi. It's a Japanese-style custard that's made with lobster broth, a little bit of cream, and egg. We set it in the shell is really kind of the selling feature of this one. We very carefully cracked 300 eggshells, cut them perfectly, peeled them, filled it with the custard, and then we filled it with roasted lobster that had an XO sauce. It's kind of an unusual sauce. It's from Hong Kong. It's my wife's idea to put this on.
Wow.
A little bit spicy, a little tangy, a little salty. Then we finished it with a little tempura and a little shiso that was actually grown at Lilac Farm, which is owned by our partner at Finestkind, Chris Gould. So.
Let's talk about the competition. How exciting was it to meet some of the other chefs, like some of the best in the area? Almost like an all-star team there, right?
Yeah, of the judges panel?
Yeah.
It was pretty cool. I've actually, believe it or not, we got to know Jose Garces in particular. He's a regular at Finestkind. His studio is down in Biddeford. He's been doing some segments for his social media and his platforms down there, so we've gotten a chance to know him and his wife. So it was sort of surreal to see him also there, and I don't think we had you know, any favoritism at play, but it was cool to see him there and to be a part of it was really neat.
And for people who aren't familiar with Finestkind, can you kind of tell us about your menu and how long you've been open and what you love about your restaurant?
Yeah. We've been open for a little over a year now. Things are going very well. We're down in Pepperell Square in Saco. We feel like we're a neighborhood spot, a community spot, and the response has been really great. And that's also one of the reasons why we wanted to do something with egg on the lobster dish, because we felt like it represented us as a brunch spot.
Well, how fun is it figuring out a way, like, how can I do lobster that like hasn't been done before? Something different. Because, you know, in Maine, we've tried just about every dish you can imagine, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Gosh, it's trying to put things together. I think it sort of happens organically when you try to bring one idea to something that hasn't been done before, and then some other influence, and all of a sudden you have lobster in an eggshell.
Yeah, so. Tell us about some of the menu items you have at Finestkind, including a lobster one.
Yeah, so we've got a lobster omelet on the menu right now. It's a French-style omelet, so it's cooked very carefully. There's no browning on it. It's a very specific way of making it. And I was saying it's the one thing on the menu that we don't allow a modification on. I always allow people to substitute or modify dishes as they'd like. This is one we'd like to keep right as it is. It has some of that XO sauce, a little bit of ginger and chives. Very simple, but a great representation of lobster. We've got a Monte Cristo. We've got our whole pastry case is made by my wife, who's our partner and pastry chef. So really everything at the restaurant is homemade. The bacon, the sausage.
Yeah. What inspired you to get into being a chef, cooking, and owning a restaurant?
Oh man, I've been doing this since I was 15. I am 34 now. The time flies. I started as a dishwasher, and really I think TV, to tell you the truth, is I used to watch Top Chef. I used to watch Rachel Ray and Julia Child, and I always really loved it. I kind of had my sights set on it, went to culinary school, and here I am talking to you guys.
Wow, it's pretty exciting. Yeah. And what do you love about your location as well?
Oh gosh, You know, I like that we're a little bit outside of Portland as much as I love Portland. We've been living in Maine for over 10 years now, but the Saco Biddeford community is fantastic. We have so many regulars. I think the people that come in every day are the best part for me.
Tell the people that've never been there before where your location is and your website and everything.
Yeah, we're at 17 Pepperell Square. We are at finestkindmaine.com, Maine spelled out M-A-I-N-E. And yeah, we're right in the middle of downtown sunny Saco.
You have like a lobster crown or anything?
They didn't give us a lobster crown this year,
Darn
believe it or not.
Maybe next year.
I hope so.
Are you going to be back next year to defend your title?
You know, I have decided that I think I want to go out on top, and my sous chef, Zach Bryant, is going to be representing Finestkind next year, and I will be his sous chef.
Okay. Oh, I love that idea.
Yeah.
But you'll still be there. That's
Plus,
good.
they want to go for the sweep, remember.
That's right.
We're going for the sweep.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Congratulations again.
Thank you guys for having me.